Eddie, do something. I can't understand a bloody word they're saying.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Series Ep.2. This enemy is indeed called Onan the Librarian, as I said in episode 1. Great, you passed the cave and broke out on the other side of the mountain. Now you must go upstream and over the bridge. Mkeek Village should be close on the other side. Then you have an opportunity to talk to the chief one-on-one. I bet it will tell us a lot of useful information about the medallion. Let's just go straight into Wonders 2 Riverdance. But we got this new enemy type. I believe they're called the Primevals? I'm not sure, but they have a shield you can blow off with a shotgun and then they just die in a couple more hits. You can actually shoot over beyond the shield if your aim is good enough. You shoot at their legs. So you don't have to actually take out the shield first. Grabbing more ammo over here. There's a few things worth mentioning in this level. First of all, if you thought the skybox on the previous level was good but not that impressive, this one is... yeah, just look at this shit. Look at it. Let's look. I'm just gonna wait. Can I not wield a weapon that is... yeah, okay, this is pretty good. Like, you got this huge planet and this moon, and then it's just beautiful. I'm just gonna stand still for a bit, like in, let's say, this position right here, and just let you take it in, because it doesn't really sell how good this is, probably, because you're watching it on YouTube, and YouTube compression will just absolutely mince the quality of this game. So we can't swim through the current.
I hate swimming.
Sam hates swimming. And if we throw this, you'll see why it's such a good idea. Look how strong the current is. Yeah. Thank God there's an invisible wall. And there are a few of these platforms here. If you get close to them, I believe this guy already did it, but these guys can throw down stuff at you like health and ammo. Now, I'm gonna make a quick save right here, I think. I'm not sure when this happens. There's a special event I'm looking forward to. And I'm not sure when it does happen. So I'm gonna make a few quick saves here. There's this house that has TNT on it. There's 1, 2, and I believe there's a third one over there. I'm gonna grab one of these. And I'm gonna put it... sure, over here, I don't care. You can bring that with you, and that is something that will be useful later. I'm not sure if the event I'm looking for happens right now. It doesn't, so we gotta just have a few enemies here to fight. So this shotgun is a very good weapon. It's just very good in general. It's got a spread to it, but you know, it uses 1 ammo per shot. This decent damage as well, and it's got a weird glitch involving its spread, which doesn't happen in all versions, but it does happen in this one, and I will show it off later. There's just a few enemies there, nothing to be scared about. I'll switch to the rocket launcher and quick save, because I believe the event I'm waiting for happens right now. As I go through here, I believe. Yep, there it is. See if this works. It might not. This ship right here, what it does, it destroys the Simba plane. And then it just flies off into the distance, and I believe it just crashes into nothing. The Simba plane dropped that, but it dropped in the river. Let me quick load and see if I can actually destroy the enemy ship, which is possible with the use of the rocket launcher. You have to use a fair amount of rockets though, so I wouldn't suggest it. And also it's hard because you have to like preemptively shoot these rockets, because the rockets are so fucking slow in this game, you have to preemptively shoot them in order to get that freaking ship. Okay, and if you destroy it, this Simba ship is meant to be destroyed in that small event, and if you manage to save it, it just flies on toward the waterfall. And then, anytime now, it just blows up on an invisible wall. So yeah, we're gonna do exactly what the game intends to happen here and just let it destroy it. we're not going to shoot the Simba plane. The Simba plane is in fact going to drop us resources. And then the enemy ship is just going to absolutely obliterate it. Now it's fine to actually destroy it. I don't know if I can from this distance. Those ships over there, they're worth so many freaking points. I believe they're worth 500. And I don't think that goes for another pass. I'm not gonna reload and try to destroy it, but just so you know, those ships usually make multiple passes. And they're like 500 points, which is a lot of points. You go in here. It's a farting secret. It's gonna get worse or better again, depending how you like these, if you like these jokes or not. Simba plane dropped armor, by the way, and here we grab some more ammo. And I believe we get introduced to yet another enemy type. I don't remember what these things are called. Are they called crocodiles? I don't remember, but they're just fast. They don't have a lot of health, but they usually come in big numbers. And it's time to use a grenade. And look at that. They just killed all of them. Really easily. Yeah, grenades are super useful. Like, I'm gonna use one right here just to give you an idea how powerful they are. And one-shots these enemies. We don't have a lot of them right now, but eventually we'll have so many of them, it'll just be full all the time. And the max of grenades you can have is 30. You get jump scared by these couple enemies, but it's fine. And then these guys will thank us by giving us ammo. And probably health as well. You only give us ammo, this guy's probably gonna give us health. Thank you. And now we have another secret. You thought the farting secret was funny? Check this out. It's a secret sexy bush, whatever. And these guys just run all the way till the beginning of the level. I'm not gonna follow them. There'll be no point. Okay, and now one of the weirdest things in this game. So this is what is supposed to happen. You're supposed to cross the bridge. Sam says acknowledge that there's an enemy bomber here that destroys this house, and then this guy gives you a new weapon, a double shotgun essentially. It's a dual SSG, and then you fight. But what you can do, for some reason, you can go under the bridge because there's no invisible wall here protecting you, and then you go to this side. And on this side, what you can do, if you want to completely break the game, you can throw a grenade and break that. And by the way, because we skipped the trigger on that bridge, which is supposed to, you know, spawn the bomber, then spawn, you know, make the dialogue happen and all that, we can sort of just walk to the end of the level here. And I believe we'll trigger a cutscene here that is not going to play correctly because we're supposed to see enemies here destroying stuff, but we just don't because we skipped a bunch of stuff. That's supposed to be the end of the level. Even if you go there in this state, I don't think you can trigger the end of the level because the game still thinks you're back where the bridge is. And we gotta test that real quick in case it ends. We're just gonna reload. Nope, it just breaks. You have to go actually back there. But if we do that, something even weirder happens. By the way, I want to shout out the YouTuber Gar for showing off all these secrets that I'm showing to you right now. I actually watched his LP, I believe, 2 or 3 times. One for fun, and then another 2 to make a lot of notes for my own LP. So yeah, shout out just to him and all the things that he's shown. Some of the things, in fact, I will have to pull up a couple of his clips to show stuff later on. Because I can't make things to work in this game sometimes. Anyway, if we go over here, let's go to the other side. Now this dialogue happens. However, this guy does not give you the weapon. But the game proceeds, and that makes it so that you cannot ever obtain that weapon. At least for this world. You can get it later. I don't think in this world it spawns later on. You'll have to wait at least until World 2. Yeah. Because, you know, the game is actually waiting for the house to get blown. And in fact, I believe if you do this, if you go down and glitch through here, and then you break the house yourself, that will actually trigger. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's do things correctly.
Let's go to the other side.
Acknowledge.
And there's a bomber there. You can destroy these bombers, but they have so much health. I don't know if I did it. But also, something weird with the shotgun and the double-headed shotgun. Now, of course, the double shotgun, it just uses 2 bullets. It's a much bigger spread. But it does a lot more damage, especially when you're going up close. And here I'm standing over here because enemies can't really find me over here. They have a really hard time figuring out where you are when you stand in this spot. And they will happen to just jump all over the place. You'll see in a minute. What that being said, there you go. That enemy can still kind of hit you, but it'll mostly just hit the side of the bridge. And then this little silly thing happens. So if you're having trouble with this fight for whatever reason, you can do that. Now I'm gonna make a quick save here. Now, when you're wielding the shotgun and the double-ended shotgun, you quick save and you quick load. In some versions of the game, you can see I did a lot of damage there. The weapon now doesn't have a spread anymore, for some ass reason. Like, I'm shooting all the spread in one point. Like, check this out. It becomes an insanely sniping weapon. Yeah, I think I took away a lot of HP from that bomber right there. Now that actually stops when you switch weapon like that. So now it has spread again. Let's see if I can show it. Yeah, it has spread again. Now, oh, we triggered the secret without wanting to. So normally this raft is like hanging over to that tree. You shoot a beam, and it just comes back here. I don't know if I can reload and show it. No, because it's already here. Fine, we can have some fun with the no spread weapon. I'm gonna snipe this guy from here. Check it out. And because I changed now, I don't have any spread. Yeah, for some reason this got hit, probably by the bomber. Normally, it's tied to that tree with a beam. You shoot the beam and you shoot this to give it physics.
Secret item has been collected.
And you grab a serious bomb. And a serious bomb is a screen nuke. And you can only have 3 of these. And that's it. That's all it does. It's a screen nuke. In extreme cases of necessity. Grab a few ammo. And now, we're gonna go this way, because there's a secret over here. Remember the TNT that was in the house? Well, here, there's a switch.
Secret switch has been activated.
And because I moved one TNT to the other house, we actually saw 2 explosions, and we destroyed 2 houses. In fact, you can bring the TNT over here, chuck it into the enemies, then quickly grab the, pull that switch, and they will blow up and deal damage. And now there's another secret over here. There's a huge banana over here, which that was a weird physical interaction. We're gonna bring over here, and there is a sign saying no bananas. But we can't read no signs. Don't feed the monkey, says Nick Pizza. And just spawns a couple enemies. We kill them, move on. I believe is all the secrets. Just making sure here. Alright, 5 out of 5.
Be useful. Save the Sims village from invasion.
Don't worry, it's done.
And the Simba village we're looking for is actually being invaded by enemies. We're just gonna get absolutely close before shooting them, because that way the spread will do much better. And we can use our rocket here a little bit. Not a lot. In fact, I got hit by my own rocket right there. Also, this guy has a projectile. It can't hit his own enemies. There is friendly fire among enemies, but there's no infighting. They will never fight each other, but they can hurt each other, definitely. Which does help in some occasions to save ammo. And with that, Wonders 2 is over.
Usamos? I guess. Follow me.
And there it is. We actually are under the part this time of for a little bit more than a minute. So as you can see there, we get a few points, not a lot. We're going straight to Industry though.
You Samus look for medallion, huh? No medallion here. Kwongo take medallion away. But Kwongo no come here again. Shaman must call Kwongo. I'll talk to him. Where is he? Shaman no here. Shaman prisoner. You rescue Shaman and Shaman help you. Tomorrow I take you. Primitives.
Quickly, Sam, stop the invasion and protect the Simba chief. If we lose him, we won't be able to also find the shaman. Also, think about the children! The primitives won't take any prisoners. They will probably strike from all sides, so try to cover as much ground as you can. The Simbas are very scared, so don't expect any help. However, if you show them the primitives are easily beaten, their ancient warrior spirits might wake up. So yeah, they're not called the primordials, they're called the primitives.
Sam, you must defend the village and the chief. Only he knows where we can get the medallion.
Let's kick some ass.
Indeed, this level is no secret. This is a tower defense level. We're gonna shoot the chickens though, because when we see them, because they're worth 100 points. And the Simbas here actually should. They have their own guns, and you may see for every now and then there will be some parrots flying around. Those parrots are actually extremely powerful, and it's the Simba chief actually using them like that. The Simba chief himself cannot die. He's invincible. All the other ones can. So if you keep them alive, they will shoot for you, just like that, and they'll deal damage, which is obviously helpful. I have a very limited amount of ammo in this specific level. Just die. And there is ammo, however, I believe in some of the houses here. I really suck at this level, by the way, because I can't ever figure out where the enemies are coming from. I always get them when they're already too late and they're attacking the Simbas. And here we get some primitives trying to smash the walls. And we finished our first wave. Did we get some ammo from one of these ladies? Kill the chicken though. You can grab that. That's health. I believe we get ammo after the next wave. I'm trying to look inside the houses because I'm pretty sure some of the houses. Aha! That lady actually gave me things, but she was trapped inside the house due to physics. Oop, I heard you. That enemy is super close, thank God. I have stereo headphones. Yay for stereo headphones. Yeah, okay. This is not doing well. That does a lot of damage, by the way. If it hits me as well, that knocks you super far. I'm only really defending one side here. I'm not really doing a good job. But what else is new? I suck at FPS games. But, you know, I just wanted to play this one because this is one of the few ones that I can actually play somewhat. FPS games for me are not like a thing. I can play Doom, I can play Exhumed, I can play this one, and that's just kind of it. Does Portal count as an FPS game? I don't think it does. Technically are shooting things, but you're not really shooting enemies. Although you have enemies to kill in that game. So I consider that more of a puzzle game than anything. That guy's stuck beyond the barrier. I have to kill it, otherwise I can't spawn the next wave. We're done yet? No. This guy's still alive. That's a parrot. That parrot, come on, home in. Parrots are homing, and you actually will get those eventually. Actually, very soon. We'll get them next time. That wave is done. Thank you, give me ammo, I need it. How many rockets do I have? I have 50 rockets. So I can definitely use a few. And what's coming up here, because something big is coming. This huge guy. It is called the Albino. The Albinos are pretty powerful, so we're gonna stuff a few rockets into space. In fact, we're gonna just rocket it up until he's probably at yellow health. Takes very little damage right now. Yeah, there we go. And then we're gonna switch to this and grenades, and he's dead. Later, we'll get a better way to deal with them. As of right now, this has to be enough. Imagine if you didn't have the rocket launcher at this point, you'll just have to use grenades, which I mean, I have 27 of them, I just noticed. Why am I not spamming grenades? They probably filled me up at the beginning of the level as well. Get that guy down because that's range attacks. And we just keep doing that, and eventually all the enemies will be dead. I should definitely use more grenades. I'm really stingy with grenades, and you will see. For some reason, sometimes I just forget they exist. Even though they're super strong. Did we do it?
Thanks, Samus. You helped save our village. If there no you, we all dead by now. So, Primitive no come back anytime soon. I believe we will take a break.
Now you're talking.
This calls for celebration. Thank you very much, Samus. But before go, we have present.
All right. I love presents.
This bird clothing. Well trained. Bird help you.
I see we'll get along just fine.
And there you go, that was 1-3. As you can see, the village chief actually gave us a parrot, and we'll be able to use that parrot in the next episode. See you in the next one.